Let me ask you something. Where does a customer first meet your business these days? More often than not, it's online, right? That first digital handshake is absolutely critical. So let's dive into why your online presence isn't just part of your business anymore, it's pretty much becoming the face of it. So let's just get right to it with a really direct question. Could your business right now be losing customers simply because of how it looks and feels online? It's a tough question, but it's so important because your customers, well, they search for everything online long before they even think about buying. And this quote, it really nails the core idea here. Your website, your mobile app, these aren't just, tech tools. They're your digital storefront. They're your brand ambassador. And a lot of the time, they are your one and only chance to make a great first impression. They are, quite literally, the face you show the world. And the stakes couldn't be higher. A poor digital presence, one that's clunky, outdated, or hard to use, it actively pushes people away. It loses trust. But a great one? It does the complete opposite. It builds that trust and turns into a machine for generating sales. The difference is just night and day. Okay, so how do you actually build that professional digital face? Well, it all starts with the foundation, your website. You've got to think of it as your digital storefront, the main place where customers come to browse, learn, and hopefully to buy. And think about it this way. A real-world store has closing time, right? But your website is open 24/7, all year long, accessible from literally anywhere. Its entire job, when it's built right, is to take someone who's just curious and guide them smoothly into becoming a happy, paying customer. It's your most tireless employee for sure. Now, building that storefront isn't a one-size-fits-all kind of deal. There's a whole range of services. You've got totally custom sites for unique businesses, powerful e-commerce platforms for selling products, and those easy-to-manage sites you can update yourself. Then you have super focused landing pages for specific campaigns, and of course the ongoing maintenance that keeps everything humming along. Let's zero in on e-commerce for a second. If you sell any kind of product, physical or digital, this is your direct pipeline to your customers. And we're not just talking about a simple buy now button here. We're talking about fully customized online stores built on powerhouse platforms like Shopify or WooCommerce, designed from the ground up to sell, sell, sell. But what if you're not selling products, but you need to constantly update your site with, say, new blog posts or company news? That's where a content management system, a CMS, is an absolute game changer. The key benefit is one word: control. Platforms like WordPress, Wix, or Squarespace give you this amazing website that you can easily manage yourself, no developer needed for every little change. So a website is your digital storefront, which is great. But what if you could put that entire storefront directly into your customer's pocket? That, my friends, is the incredible power of mobile apps. It's all about connecting with people wherever they are. See, a mobile app isn't just a place a customer visits. It's a thing they have. It lives on their phone. It's a constant presence. And that gives you a level of access and engagement that is just, you can't get it anywhere else. It is the most direct channel you can possibly have to your audience. When you decide to build an app, you've basically got three main paths you can take. You can build a native app just for Android phones, or a native app just for Apple's iOS. Each has its own strengths. Or you can go with a hybrid approach, which, as the name suggests, tries to give you the best of both. Let's talk a little more about that hybrid option. The idea is so simple, but it's really powerful. You build one single app that works beautifully on both Android and iOS. The business case is a no-brainer. You save a ton of time and money on development, and you get to reach the biggest possible audience right out of the gate. All right, so we've talked about websites and apps, but what actually makes them work? What are those non-negotiable features running under the hood that separate a professional tool from just a digital paperweight? Let's look at the power underneath. Let's try and translate some of this tech jargon into actual business results. You hear responsive design? All that means is your site looks and works perfectly on any device, from a tiny phone to a huge desktop. SEO-ready structure? That's just a fancy way of saying it's built to help Google find you and rank you higher. API integration lets your website talk to other tools you already use, like your CRM. And secure payment gateways? That's what gives your customers the confidence to actually buy from you safely. So we've covered the what and the how. Now it's time for the most important question of all. Why? What is the ultimate business impact of doing all this? This is where we connect all the dots and see how a fantastic online presence turns into actual, real profit. When you get right down to it, it all boils down to four key outcomes. Four big ways a great digital presence really impacts your bottom line. First, you increase your online visibility, so more of the right people can find you. Then, through that professional design, you build real trust with your audience. That leads to an improved user experience, making it a genuine pleasure to interact with your brand. And what's the result of all that? Well, you generate more leads and more sales. It's a straight line from presence to profit. And that brings us right back to where we started, to the whole point of all this. This isn't just about looking good online. It's about conversion. It is all about building a digital asset that actively works for your business, turning casual visitors into loyal customers. That is the goal. So, we'll end with that first question, but now it's for you to really think about. After everything we've talked about, take a hard, honest look at your own online presence. What is your digital face, your website, your app? What is it truly saying to your customers right now? Is it welcoming them in, or is it turning